Hey, what is up, everybody? Michael Crump back here again, bringing you the latest and greatest in PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 homebrew news and much, much more. So, over the past couple of days, I've talked a bit about the Flow Zero and a disclosure that he made that would allow folks to burn a special image to a Blu-ray disc in order to run homebrew applications. Yesterday, I showed a couple of videos on Blu-Play, which is what is on the screen right here, and other people running those after they had burnt the image to a disc. So the video today is all about you can play some of these Blu-Play games, or really all of these Blu-Play games, if you mount the ISO image. Now, I did this on a PlayStation 3 just kind of as a proof of concept that you can mount these virtual discs, which are Blu-ray images, just to see how well it works. So again, I did this on a modded PlayStation 3, but obviously I believe you can do this on a PlayStation 4. I've just been unable to mount a Blu-ray disc on a PlayStation 4. So if you know, definitely let me know in the comments below, because I would love to be able to try this on a PlayStation 4. Obviously on the PlayStation 5, it may be a bit harder, so you still may need a Blu-ray burner in order to play any of these Blu-Play games, at least right now. So let's go ahead and let's head over to blue-play.com and go to games, and let's see what games are currently already available. So we'll begin right here with Flappy Bird. So I'm going to go ahead and download the ISO image of that. We'll mute this out and we'll just get a taste of what the game is like. So this is the traditional Flappy Bird game. There is Doom. Doom is what I showed yesterday, so I won't go into that again. There is a UFO game, which looks pretty good, actually. It looks like the ISO image is 2.3 gigabytes there, but definitely I think that's because it has a lot more textures in there. And then there is another one here, which is Yuko's Journey. I will go ahead and grab that ISO image as well. So go ahead and download these ISO images and go ahead and insert a USB drive into your computer, because we're about to copy them over. Okay, so I have went ahead and I've inserted my USB drive. It is just drive letter D, and I just copied over those ISO images over to my USB drive in the root folder. One thing to keep in mind is that since I am using a PlayStation 3, this does need to be formatted in FAT32. Obviously, if you are using a PlayStation 4, then it would typically be exFAT. Now, one other thing that you can do if you're in Windows is that if you double click on the ISO image, so I selected Doom, for example, it will automatically mount that to a drive letter. So here we can see that Doom has been loaded. This is especially useful if you want to see what's the inside of the contents of the ISO image. And we have a command line.txt here, which I think is basically just what's command that they're launching, which is Doom Launcher. Here is the WADS file. So obviously this is a shareware WAD file. And we can go up to the certificate. And then finally, where the magic happens is in this BDMV folder. I believe that stands for Blu-ray Disc Movie. And inside of this, you will see that there is the jar file that was talked about in that disclosure. So again, this is just some additional information. You don't need it. The main thing that you need is just to make sure you copy those ISO images over to your USB stick and make sure that it's formatted in FAT32 if you're going to do this on a PlayStation 3. Okay, so over on my PlayStation 3, this is a modded PlayStation 3, and you would also need to have yours modded as well. I am going to go in here. You can see here I've got the PKGI, so it is modded. I'm going to go in here and I'm going to run MMCM, which is Multiman, which is a great utility, and if you have a modded PS3, more than likely you already have this on your system. We're going to go up to the file manager here, and I am just going to navigate to my USB drive, and it is down. Actually, it's down there at the bottom. So we'll select USB 000. In here, I am just going to select all three of these ISO images because we're going to copy them over to our hard drive. I've had a lot better luck by copying these to my hard drive versus trying to play any of these things off of my USB stick. Now I'm going to go to the PS3 root, and now I'm going to go to dev, HDD, and then there's this really handy folder here which is called BD ISO. So we'll just paste all three of these files in there. And again, you can navigate this using the triangle button and the circle button and the X button on your PS3 controller. Okay, great. So they are all located inside of that folder now. So we'll just click here on games, and then we'll go over to video here. And now we are going to select Blu-ray and then ISO. And we will just start with Doom here. So I'm going to select the Doom image, and now that ISO image has been mounted as a Blu-ray disc. As we can see it right here, it thinks it's a BD-R. So we'll go ahead and we'll start this, and this is actually the very first time I've used a Blu-ray image that has that functionality, so I did have to select yes there. And here we go. This was the screen that I showed yesterday. So we're going to press X here to start a single player game. And command line Doom. And there we go. Doom Shareware Startup version 1.10. And there is the Doom game running in all of its glory. Let's just go ahead and try to get into the game just to verify everything is working here. This brings back so many memories to order Doom, $40 plus shipping and handling. All right, so here we are. We are inside of Doom. And now keep in mind, what's really awesome is that if this was burned to a Blu-ray disc, well, I would be able to play that in a number of devices. Okay, let's go ahead and let's head back to Multiman again, and we will head over to video again, and then we are going to select Bluebird, which is the Flappy Bird clone, and we'll go over here to video, and we will select this. And there we go. We have Flappy Bird playing on our PlayStation 3 through the use of Blu-Play, which is pretty awesome. So I've got 2 of these so far, and 3 of them, 4, and it's time to quit. All right, so the last one is I'm just going to select the Yuko's Journey, which has a nice little graphic or an image when you preview it, and then we're going to hit play here. And again, you can see right here that this is fairly old. It says released in 2017 as a demonstration of Blu-Play, so homebrew games for PS3, PS4, and Xbox One. And there is the game running. I've turned on the frames per second. And that's pretty much going to do it today. So I wanted just to be able to show you how that you can go ahead and start trying some of these Blu-Play images without actually having a Blu-ray burner or having the disc. So pretty interesting stuff is coming right now in the scene. It seems like every day it keeps getting a bit better. So anyway, thank you so very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Michael, out!